Start with a moment of silence, and we can all reflect. What is really newness ahead of the new year? And what is positivity? There are words, and there must be something more live than the words and the definitions that these words stand for. So let us reflect a little bit about the feeling of positive, being positive. What does it feel like? And newness, what does it mean for me, newness? How can I see newness in my life, in all aspects of life, for the new year? And not only. It's true that we cannot look for something. We cannot feel that this is important in our life unless, first of all, we know it. And we had it, and now we don't have it. We don't have positivity in our life. But still we are looking for it. We hope for it. And also we do so many things in order to experience something new, as if our life is not enough as it is, or satisfying enough as it is. So we look for something, and you can never look for something unless you know it, unless you had it. So let's start with newness, although the word is about something different, something new, different from the one that we are used to. But in reality, nothing can be really new. In a sense, it is already within us. And we have lost sight of it. And what is this it? We lost sight of what? What newness are we talking about? Of course, it's all connected with feelings, because people do so many things, try to have newness at the material level, but in fact, they just want to experience the true self, the qualities of the true self. They want to experience feelings. It's not the objects or the relationships as such that they're looking for. They try to find some new, a new object out there, or a new friend out there. But in fact, they are looking for the feelings, the qualities that are associated with these objects or with these qualities. And within the self himself is qualities that they feel ever fresh. So newness comes from stillness and silence of the mind. The more I remain myself is silence, the less I identify with the noise of my mind. I experience these qualities that I was looking out there in the material world. And these qualities feel ever new. You can never get bored with them. You can never look for something less, something else than these qualities. So in other words, it's all about turning my attention towards the right direction. Attention, our attention, everyone has this capability. Our attention is the most intimate power of the self. Very close to the self, the power of attention. And our attention is like light. You give your attention on anything, whether it is a physical aspect or something subtler. And it is as if you shine light there. And this is what you connect with. This is what you experience. So in order to experience newness, we simply have to choose to turn our attention towards the right direction. And this direction is inwards. So what does it mean? Inwards. Inwards where? So first, we let go of this physical world in the sense that we have been thinking all the time about this world of the senses. And it's a very different thing to do. It's a very new thing to do, to become aware of this subtly invisible world, invisible life that we all know that exists. And this is the world of the thoughts and the feelings. So we become aware of this world and we see the noise that appears, the thoughts that come and go within us. But we also see that together with this talkative part of the self, there is someone silent. So when I turn my attention to this silent self, imagine as if there are two people within my head. One is very talkative. He talks all the time. There are thoughts all the time coming from his mouth. Some constant monologue or dialogue with himself, purposelessly. So it is as if there is someone who talks in this way, non-stop. And at the same time, there is someone who is silent. And we had forgotten that there is the silent presence. And in fact, this is the true self. So The old way was to give our attention to this talkative person within us that usually has the form of this body, all the characteristics of this body and role that we play. So it is as if there is a small man, someone within our head based on this body role that talks all the time. And what he says is repetitive. And the feelings that come with what he says are also repetitive. And this is how we have lived our lives, with repetitive thoughts and feelings. There is no higher newness than discovering the silent being within us who can now observe the talkative one. And it's not that we focus our attention on the talkative one, observing him. No. Now, very gently, our attention is on this quiet, silent presence. So there's nothing really more positive as well to do other than discovering, just by giving our attention to this silent being, discovering the personality of this being, because the nature of this being, and each one of us is this being, could not be more positive. Because if we just need to experiment and find out ourselves. So in a way, we don't need to describe what we're going to discover, because if I take the time to experiment, I will find out from within, not in an intellectual way, but I will feel the experience of the silent qualities within this silent being will naturally emerge, and I will be the one that will be experiencing them. So, in a way, we don't need to describe these qualities, but I can guarantee that what you are going to find is the most positive universe, because each one of us has a universe within, and the silent universe that is within us is the universe of love, the universe of joy, the universe of security. Universe in the sense it's unlimited. And these are qualities that you can never feel bored with. They always feel fresh, new. So maybe the message we can give to our friends as well, definitely for the self, but also for our friends, when we wish them happy new life, happy new year, when we use this word new, we can gently give them a hint of this newness that they can bring in their life, the newness of turning their attention in the invisible life, in the invisible world that exists within all of us, the silent world within this silent presence, a silent being. And if one starts experimenting with this, they will never want to stop. They will never find something more interesting, more positive, and more ever fresh. And then, yes, this newness will manifest in an authentic way, inevitably, in all expressions of life. The first expression is how I see this world, my attitude towards this world. The attitude will be naturally colored by my positive feelings. If I feel love, if I feel happy, if I feel secure, what my attitude towards this world will be. I will not need to know techniques or put in aims. I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. Of course, all of these can also help, for example, to bring some newness in the way I speak or the way I think about others. But if I bring this newness at the seed level, that is identifying with this silent being that I am, and that was in the darkness because I hadn't given him attention for a long time. So if I start with this seed, then the way I speak will change, will be positive in a natural way, in an authentic way. The actions that I'm going to do are going to have the fragrance of the silent qualities of the silent self. And it's going to be so enjoyable, so enjoyable. I will be enjoying the experience of these qualities, but also I will enjoy sharing them with others, and others will be enjoying and getting inspired to be like this themselves. But together with all of these, we need a little bit of courage, kind of. The courage to experiment with something new. And I can start from now. Instead of attention to noise. Ahead. Instead, I can give my attention to this silent, sweet presence. Thank you.